Spring has sprung, and we're back with the latest news from around town. Town meeting voters spent 9 hours deciding on some of the top issues facing Westford. Local business leaders learned that a medical marijuana dispensary might be coming to town. And we stopped by Kimball Farm for an annual tradition. Welcome to April, Westford. From Nadmasset to Parker Village, it's time for WestfordCAT News. We begin with the biggest day of the year for municipal politics in Westford, Annual Town Meeting. Voters spent 9 hours deliberating upon 27 warrant articles, ranging from next year's $107 million town operating budget to renaming the Nadmasset School Gymnasium. When all was said and done, 24 of the 27 warrant articles passed, but one of the biggest articles failed in a climactic end to the day. Shrugging off 2 attempts to continue the meeting on Monday, a proposed amendment that would have allowed a farm-to-table restaurant on the former Drew Gardens property failed by a vote of 106 to 101. A petition for the world flag was the other article that was defeated, failing for the 3rd time at town meeting. Other articles that didn't pass included an unneeded budgetary placeholder motion and a proposal to lease space for the recreation department, which was dropped after no suitable locations were found during the first request for proposals. Even during the items that were approved, the meeting had many moments of contention, with only 11 of the 24 passed articles facing no opposition. Voters spent almost an hour discussing $270,000 for design fees on the Road and Bush Community Center's renovation, and they narrowly allowed a proposal for sidewalks and crosswalks near Kersey Circle as part of the upcoming Main Street water main replacement project. However, they allowed sidewalks only if it could be done within the $1.8 million originally proposed by the town. Even some items that had near universal support among voters, such as a zoning bylaw change that would prevent any additional asphalt plant applications, found dissenters. Doug Burns of Black Bear Lane spoke against the bylaw change in a tirade that eventually degenerated into a shouting match.
The point of the matter is this town, whenever it doesn't like anything, finds a way of putting a rule together to prevent specific things. Once a high-end development was suggested on the same parcel, that was okay. Yes, it was. We put Burton's in there. The vernal pools never became an issue. All the traffic issues that Walmart was going to bring us. If you will be quiet while I am talking.
Wait. I will decide who speaks here, and you do not speak that way at a Westford Town Meeting. Continue with your point and finish your statement, but please don't use that tone of voice in the Westford Town Meeting. Wait, hold on.
There's carcinogenic material being pushed out of that asphalt plant.
Stop it.
And I am a young child and I don't want it.
Did you hear my first statement, sir?
Did you hear my first statement?
Gentlemen, both sit down.
Okay.
I'm sorry, your time is over, Doug. Your time is over.
Okay.
People are speaking to the issue and they should both be asked.
I have asked them to do that, and so should you, Rob. Alyssa, I'm going to ask you to sit down as well.
WestfordCAT was on the scene for these items and more. Head to westfordcat.org for a video of the full meeting. The Westford Business Association held its 2nd annual Town Managers Breakfast meeting at Juniper Networks, giving local business leaders a chance to take a look at what's going on within local government in Westford and other nearby towns. Last year's event included Westford Town Manager Jody Ross, alongside fellow town government officials from the Route 110 corridor. This year's event shifted to Westford's neighbors along Route 40, as Groton Town Manager Mark Haddad and Tingsboro Town Administrator Kurt Balavance joined Ross in presentations on the economic state of their towns, followed by a Q&A. The event was led by Lowell Sun Managing Editor Tom Zuppa.
Great event when you have managers in contiguous communities talking and working together. You hear a lot of the different projects they're working on. For example, the typical boring sidewalks and taxes and budgets type of thing, but a lot of exciting things in every community, from development to gardens and schools, and really great to hear all the different things that are going on in the community.
Just like town meeting, video from this event is also available on demand at westfordcat.org. During the Westford Business Association meeting, Ross reported that a group has applied to open a medical marijuana dispensary on Land Drive. The company seeking the application, 7 Point of Massachusetts, appears to be a local offshoot of a company that's already opened medical marijuana dispensaries in Chicago and Colorado. The issue is expected to be discussed by the Board of Selectmen in April. We'll have more on this story as it develops. Winter's officially gone, even if the weather can't quite seem to make up its mind yet. But despite the temperature, ice cream is back at Kimball Farms. WestfordCAT was on the scene for opening day. Let's check in with our very own Patty Stocker.
Many wait all winter for the opening of this Westford institution, Kimball Farm. And on March 31st, the wait was over. And as many lined up to get the first taste of their favorite flavor, WestfordCAT talked with Director of Ice Cream Operations, Jill Curran, to find out just what goes into guaranteeing a successful opening day.
A lot of prep. The makers, or the ice cream makers, I should say, have been here for about 10 days making all the ice cream. We have about 50 flavors in stock for our opening day here in Westford, and we are starting to get prepped to open our 3 other locations. One is in Lancaster, Mass, Carlisle, Mass, and Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Things are awesome. We are having a great time back here. We're excited to be here, and we are very enthusiastic about the 2016 season.
For WestfordCAT, I'm Patty Stocker.
Next door to the Rodenbush Community Center, a 3-alarm fire near the end of March destroyed significant parts of a Main Street home. The fire began at 4:33 a.m. and drew firefighters from Westford, Chelmsford, Groton, Ayr, Acton, Devens, Littleton, Tingsboro, and Lowell. No one was hurt, although there was extensive damage to the home's attic. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Almost immediately across the street from where the fire occurred, a proposed development is set to get what might be one last chance after a late reprieve from the Planning Board late in March. Just hours before their scheduled meeting, the Planning Board received a request to delay a final decision on Kinloch Drive, which is a proposed 3-home development near the Rodenbush Community Center. Plans for the development began after developer David Guthrie purchased 26 acres without access to Main Street across from Rodenbush, donating 20 of those acres to the town as conservation land. Over the past several months, neighbors have expressed concerns regarding safety and how the development might affect the character of Westford's town center. The Planning Board will take up the matter again in April. For more, check out our update on Kinloch Drive in the last episode of WestfordCAT News. The spring sports season has begun. Here's Westford Academy's Dan Toomey with a recap on what's going on with the Grey Ghosts.
Good afternoon, this is Dan Toomey here in the Westford Academy Athletics Department, here with another update. Here we are, spring 2016. Teams and programs are underway to the best possible conditions they can get right now, with some snow and rain and cold weather recently in the forecast. So we're doing our best. But girls lacrosse is off to a hot start. Previously they beat a Waltham and Bromfield team, so they're off to 2-0. Boys lacrosse had a tough loss at Billerica, a very good Billerica program recently by a score of 9-8. So looks like things are a good start for both those two teams. Boys volleyball is off to a 101 start. They will continue their league schedule in the upcoming weeks. We also have boys tennis and girls tennis will be opening up the season here very shortly. So at the next update, I'll have a lot more updates for you as far as boys tennis, girls tennis, and boys and girls track and field. Baseball has played one game recently. They lost 5-0 to a very good Malden Catholic team, but they'll have plenty of games coming up shortly in the next few weeks once the conditions improve. Softball hasn't played any games yet, but again with them, they'll also be playing many games over the next few weeks in April and May here, trying to get all these 20 games in. So good luck to all the programs as spring sports gets underway. We also have 2 dates coming up, one in May on the 22nd, which is the senior banquet put on by the Westford Academy Athletic Boosters. For more information on that, you can check out the booster section of wagrayghost.com. And also another event that the boosters put on, which is a fun one usually and a great turnout by the Westford community, is the Patriots basketball football game. Patriots football team and a basketball fundraiser. where the Patriots and Patriot alumni come and play some of the Westford Academy All-Stars. So it's a fun night. Usually some Patriots are on hand. We had Julian Edelman last year, so that was a real surprise for everybody. And that's on June 1st here at Westford Academy. So for all those details, you can kind of keep an eye on wagregos.com, and also for schedules and up-to-date schedules, you can keep an eye on the website as well. You can follow us at Twitter at wagregos.com, and thank you, and I'll be back soon for an update.
Patriots Day is a Massachusetts tradition, and nothing says Patriots Day like the Boston Marathon. In our last episode, we took a look at Colleen Smith, a Westford resident taking part in this year's race, but she's just one of 32 Westford residents participating in the event this year. WestfordCAT News will be tracking the times of each Westford runner on our Twitter feed. Make sure to join us on April 23rd at twitter.com/WestfordNews for all the updates. This weather has been crazy lately. One day it's 70 degrees, the next day it's snowing. Let's hope Westford Academy's Joe Seppi can shed some light on what we can expect next. Here he is. Take it away, Joe.
Hello, Westford. This is Joe Seppi with weather for this week. On Saturday, mostly cloudy with a chance of possible snow showers. The totals can reach an inch. High of 48 and a low of 27. On Sunday, cloudy, sunny, and cold. A high of 42 and a chilly low of 22. On Monday, a brief afternoon shower. A moderate high of 48 and a low of 39. On Tuesday, warmer with rains at times. A summer-like high of 60 and a low of 40. On Wednesday, it will be cloudy with light rain. A high of 54 and a low of 34. On Thursday, rather cloudy with a high of 57 and a low of 33. On Friday, decreasing clouds, a high of and a low of 34. That was the weather for the week. Enjoy your vacation.
Thanks, Joe. And don't forget, you can get Joe's weather update every week at westfordcatnews.org. 11 pizza places entered, but only one could be crowned champion. Westford House of Pizza defeated Neshoba Pizza 197-184 in the finals of WestfordCAT's first annual pizza tournament, laying claim to the title of Westford's best pizza. The champs defeated Aviva Cucina in the semifinals, while Neshoba Pizza took down British Beer Company to reach the finals. Congratulations to the Westford House of Pizza, and thanks to the hundreds of voters who participated. Throughout Massachusetts, communities are beginning to participate in the new Complete Streets program, but Westford has chosen to wait, at least for now. In late March, the Selectmen asked Pedestrian Safety Committee Chairman Chris Barrett to go back to the drawing board after he presented a Westford version of the program, which has taken root elsewhere in the state. The initiative is part of the Massachusetts Department of Transportation's efforts to provide funding for healthy transportation alternatives such as biking and walking. Participating communities are eligible for a pool of $12.7 million in grant funding for things like sidewalks and crosswalks. Although the Selectmen agreed with the impetus of the program, they asked Barrett to return with a new draft policy that would allow Westford to participate in the program without being bound to potential state mandates. As they wait for a new policy to review, the Selectmen also recently initiated a new Healthy Communities Committee, tasked with various town departments to also achieve a healthier Westford through investigating infrastructure improvements, potential programs, and policy ideas. What's coming up around town? Joanne Dennison's here with a calendar of events coming up in Westford.
Hello, spring. Many of us have just been waiting for the weather to get warmer so we could shed the winter coats and go out and do things. So there is something for everyone coming up right here in Westford. According to research, kids who are involved in music excel in other parts of their life. The first event supports that mission and offers a great evening out. FAME, the Friends Advancing Music Education, is a nonprofit organization that supports music in the Westford Public Schools. Their annual dinner dance, built around the theme of Music Matters, is being held on Friday, April 15th at the Westford Regency. It's a wonderful night full of great food and entertaining music supplied by our own older students from the Westford Public Schools. The evening ends with dancing with music supplied by the WA Jazz Band. Not a dancer? You can just sit there and enjoy it. Tickets are $55, and tickets and more information are available at westford.com/fame. And if it's spring, it must be time to plant and bring back our yards to life. The Middlesex Conservation District will be offering its annual spring plant sale on Friday, April 22nd and Saturday, April 23rd at the 4-H grounds located on South Chelmsford Road in Westford. Everything you need for your planting, from shrubs, perennials, fruit trees, gardening supplies, and more, all are going to be there. For more information, you can go to middlesexconservation.org. And for those of you who have just been waiting all winter to run without dodging snow piles, the 17th Annual Westford Road Race is set to begin at 2 p.m. on Saturday, May 1st. Sponsored by Sullivan and Cogliano, the race heads from the Abbott School and has both 5K and 10K routes and finishes at the J.V. Fletcher Library. More information is available at roadrace.westford.org. And local elections are right around the corner in May, and you have a chance to meet the candidates in advance with an evening hosted by the Westford League of Women Voters. On Wednesday, April 13th at 7 p.m., the League is hosting a candidates night at the J.V. Fletcher Library. If you can't make it though, don't worry. It's going to be recorded and broadcast right here at WestfordCAT. That's all for now. Back to you, Ira.
There is more to the Senior Center than meets the eye, and that also goes for the vans that transport seniors around town. Recently, WestfordCAT met with Chuck Dutton, Transportation Director for the Westford Council on Aging, to see just what goes into keeping everything moving along. Let's take a look.
Chuck Dutton and Jean Youngbluth explain how the Westford Council on Aging transportation services can assist seniors in the community.
Just to give you an idea, the Council on Aging has 3 vans, 2 vans going every day. Our service starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we try to get done somewhere around 3 o'clock, a little later in the afternoon. There is a small charge for van rides within town. It's $3 round trip. To connecting towns, it's $6. Outside of that, it's $8 round trip. We go as far west as Concord, we go as far south as Burlington, and we also go up to the Neshoba Valley Medical Center up in Ayr, and all the towns in between. We'll love to take you on your doctor's appointments, your hairdresser appointments, any errands that need to be done. We also have shopping trips, going down to Market Basket every Wednesday. We have a wonderful gentleman, Wes Ray, who is a volunteer and helps the folks out with their groceries. It's just a great experience for all the folks that go on that trip. We also have vans that will go over to the Littleton train station to catch the vans that go down to Boston if you have appointments in Boston that you have to go to. The MART has vans that go from Littleton train station 3 times a day, going down to different spots in Boston, but cover all the main hospitals.
It's also, I think, important to note that the van service is used for seniors and disabled people, no matter what their age. We have a number of people that we transport that are wheelchair bound, and it's necessary because those people cannot get to their appointments without our service.
So if you are 60 years of age or older, or are of any age and disabled, and would like to set up an appointment for Westford Council on Aging's van service, please call at least 48 hours in advance. Chuck Dutton's direct line is 978-399-2322. For WestfordCAT, I'm Patty Stalker.
Here's Rekha Sharma with her latest health tip.
Hello everyone, I'm Rekha Sharma back with a new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Today I'm going to talk about olive oil. Olive oil is a rich source of monosaturated fatty acids and phenols. It is antihypertensive, anti-inflammatory, it lowers triglycerides and cholesterols. It is also anti-cancerous as it reduces the activity of an oncogene and thereby prevents the DNA damage. Also, the natural phenolic compound found in extra virgin olive oil is helpful in Alzheimer's disease. Oleic acid present in olive oil improves gut health and liver health. So add some olive oil in your cooking to get the benefits. Bye for now.
And that's all for this episode of WestfordCAT News. We leave you with scenes from a recent adult coloring book event at the J.V. Fletcher Library. For WestfordCAT, I'm Ira Keltz. See you next time.